So it's been a while.
I was just about to say, so it's been a while again.
How long was it this time?
I don't even know.
Probably the better part of a year, right?
I would not be surprised. It has been a while.
So welcome back to Trauma Team, the series of hiatuses.
Yeah?
Last time, I believe we did diagnostic.
That seems right.
So this time we're up for another forensic mission. So let's jump into that because it's gonna be pretty long, probably.
Yeah.
So I'm redxparasite.
I'm Air327.
And these
Some
are
quality driving
Why was I
animation.
called here?
Yep, these are cutscenes.
Like how it's just sliding
How
across.
should I know? I was just ordered to bring you.
It's been a while since I
Numbers.
was last at an FBI office. If anything happens to me, I'll make sure they know about
Well, at
me.
least at the time of this recording, FBI is the timely,
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Crime of passion.
You won't accept? No matter what?
We're at the low detail models.
I refuse. I'm a doctor, not
Hey,
one
we're
of your
far
little
away.
agents.
You don't need that level of
Master
detail.
surgeon who can't operate anymore. I wish
I
I didn't
preferred
have
you
to
when you were
resort
facing
to
the other
threats,
way.
Miss Kimishima.
Your hair's interesting.
Let me remind you that you are only free on plea bargain.
I'm probably gonna have to go
You
through
still suffer from
and
the
remind
disease
you
you
of
gave yourself.
her past again.
Yeah.
You don't have that many cards left to play at this point.
It's a little weird that you can
The
see, like,
affected areas that were inoculated have been
eyeliner or
extracted.
something through her hair.
But
Yeah.
please don't forget.
Forget
the
what?
genes imprinted in your cells will remain with you.
This is about her genetic disease.
I'll come up with a plan too.
Okay.
Please, stay alive till then.
Basically, it's a terminal illness, so she doesn't have a lot of time left.
I don't have a choice, do I? Let's talk business.
So that was a flashback to, like, back when she was
Here's
diagnosed,
the
I think.
intel. The agency thanks you for your cooperation.
The Raging Bomber.
Hey, Naomi. It's me, Gabe.
Took you a while. Did you receive the biopsy sample?
Yeah, I did.
You know,
We
I
had a
could just
patient
see
here
a
with
group
the
of
same
teenagers putting, like, a strategically
My
placed
bad feelings
piece
come
of
true,
tape
then.
on
Did the operation go
the
well?
Raging Bomber.
Yeah, the patient made it. And a special surgeon.
I see.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Could it be an epidemic?
I can't say. Like you, I'm getting a bad feeling here. Anyways, try and get over here as soon as possible.
So that's Gabe, by the way,
Well,
on the phone.
All right.
Is he the guy with the me, or is that someone else?
No.
You're Dr. Kimishima.
He's the guy with the
I'm
robot
with the Gus.
assistant.
Oh, right.
I hear you're helping the FBI with some difficult cases.
I'm not involved.
Come on, don't be like that. Is it true you can hear the dead? Why were you with the FBI?
I like how we
Is it
have
about the
the
bombings?
camera moving around animated, but nothing else.
Yep.
Oh, the eyes opened. There was some more animation.
Hey, animation is
What a
expensive,
mess.
okay?
Media doesn't know what discretion is.
Indeed. It's as if they revel in the deaths of innocents.
That's kind of true, to a certain extent.
Dr.
mean,
Kimishima, the corpse has
views.
arrived.
Or clicks in this day
What's
and
with
age.
those clothes?
Oh, there's some camera crews outside, so I,
All right, everyone face palm in 3, 2, 1.
Dr. Kimishima, hey, wait up!
The mysterious raging bomb.
Oh,
the
okay.
focus of
Get ready for some
attention.
low quality audio.
When
Oh,
people die, they become things.
oh, someone spilled oil on the.
But
Background.
That's the word.
See, what I probably should do is, like,
You know what?
once we get to the end of the case, just take the good quality clip from the end of the case and just insert it there.
The voice.
You know what would be
He was
fun
cut
the next time we do one of these? Play a game.
Didn't he even
Close
have a
your
chance to
eyes.
see his death
Don't read the
coming?
text. See if you can figure out what they're saying
A
and
death
see how
like
wrong
this
you were.
must leave you unsatisfied. All right. I'll find the malice lurking in the dark.
So yes,
Nobody
she's,
talks like this when they're by
yes, she's
themselves.
always this poetic.
Huh. You're late, little guy. Hurry up and get ready.
You're the one who left me behind.
That's because of your foolishness. Tell me the facts.
That's because I wasn't going to be late.
You're a foolish fool who foolishly dreams foolish dreams.
All right. The case this time is the series of bombings lately.
I gathered this is about the raging bomber, correct?
Yes, he calls his victims first and has killed 3 so far. A politician, an entertainer, and now an athlete.
I see. And there are no clues? No wonder the FBI's panicking.
Ouch, that's harsh. But I can't argue against it. This body is the former Aiden Posner, a tennis player. Since the First Lady is coming to Portland in a few days, we need this case solved ASAP.
So this isn't for the people who live here. How noble.
Wouldn't it make more sense to just postpone the visit if there's a serial bomber killing people?
Probably.
Or, you know, hold the visit in a different city or anything else?
Probably.
It's not like that. It's in everyone's best interest.
Huh. In any event, what do we know about the case?
We have items left at the scene and his manager's testimony.
That
We
doesn't
also
sound
have
like
a
no
record of a
evidence.
call before the bombing.
That does not sound like no evidence at all.
Yeah.
Let's check everything. We might find a clue.
I bet we'll find more
I'm
than
not gonna
one.
be sympathetic
Yeah.
Or have pity on you. But I will see that you get the farewell you deserve. Let's begin. Show me how your flame
It's like,
was extinguished.
I'm not going to sympathize with you? I mean, he was blown up. I think you could have a little sympathy for him.
Second remote is disconnected, right?
Yeah,
Because there was like a purple dot around this section of the screen the whole time.
that's weird. Yeah, it's definitely off. Oh, I may have just gotten suddenly louder as I moved towards the microphone.
Let's see. So we have to start with that. Ah, the Weather Channel music. I've missed it. There's like literally no better descriptor.
Yeah.
All right. So, burns. Lots and lots of burns.
And magically floating cloth.
Yeah.
It's convenient that it's still shaped like a person, despite the fact that parts of it are literally detached.
Yep.
So I'm assuming we should make note of the fact that it's burnt.
Well,
not?
it means that he was close to the explosion.
I mean, that still sounds like something it would want us to note.
It basically said, "Look at the corpse."
Oh, there's something on his hand.
There are 2 things on his hand,
The
actually.
epidermis on the hand has thickened stratum corneum.
Callus.
This indicates repeated application of pressure, friction,
So he's probably
or force
right-handed.
to this area.
Oh, yeah, that's probably going to be
A
significant.
condition commonly known as a callus.
Because he's a
If I
tennis
recall
player.
correctly,
Right.
His occupation was
Greengrocer. He was a singer, politician. Well, these ones actually make a little bit of sense because you might confuse them with the other victims of
Yeah.
the bomber. This one, not so much. But
And even Singer, I could maybe see some kind of
yes, he
argument
was a
for,
tennis
you know,
player.
holding
This
the
means that his
microphone,
dominant
maybe?
hand was-
But
that
why
would give
would
you
a
calluses, though.
Right, that's why I'm saying it's a tenuous argument at best.
Ambus Sinister? What? I mean, I know they only had 3 options, you know, and then they had to fill out the last one with something, but
Yeah.
I feel like a better choice would have been he had no dominant hand. You know,
Or I just would have liked to see no-handed.
he doesn't have hands.
We can tell by the calluses on his hand that he has no hands.
Right. This, along with the musculature on the arm, suggests he was right-handed.
That too. Okay, so we need to rotate it. Yep. Looks
there's
like powder or dust or something.
Yeah, and there was a
What is this?
like slice
There's
on
some
his
kind
other
of
arm or
substance
something.
on-
I already can't remember exactly what I just saw.
We'll get to it.
It's
Yeah.
peculiar that it's there. Further research may tell us more.
Yeah, we'll definitely need to send it into little
Yeah,
guy to
Oh, that's just the explosion.
That's just the explosion. Yeah. Although, I don't know if we'll get anything
This
by it.
wound is likely from the impact of the explosion.
Well, actually, okay. So given how close those are, like how the angle varies, he's actually really close to it. When
Yeah.
It blew up.
That makes sense.
Which, you know,
Studying the
also
pattern
makes
of
sense
these
that
wounds
he
may help
died,
us
you know, as
determine
a
how
result.
far the victim was
Yeah.
from the explosion.
Yep. See, that's what she said. There's something stuck in here. It's shrapnel.
This
I thought
piece
that
of
was
metal
just
is lodged in the
weird,
corpse's body.
Model
This is
loading weird
probably
or something.
because-
It was just like a gap.
So the explosion blew it there.
Yeah, shrapnel.
He fell in it when
Extreme
he
form of body piercing.
Right.
Also,
The
if it was
force
from the
from an
explosion, then you
explosion
could
can
argue
turn
that the
almost
killer
anything
stuck it
into a
there.
deadly projectile.
That was one of the choices.
died. Not wrong.
Not intentionally, but he
We'll
did.
need to look at this later to find out just
Or
what
well-
it is.
Well, kind of intentionally.
It wasn't
Yeah.
intentionally there specifically.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's like the exact same as like a shard of glass in another case. It's like the exact same card.
I would not be surprised.
Okay, so I don't think we can't get anything more from investigating the corpse, and I don't think there was anything on the clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that purple dot is there. I think it's like where the remote last was.
And it's saying
It's
like,
just
oh,
still
player
there.
2 is disconnected, you know. This is
Yeah.
where the pointer was.
But yeah, we have the remote off because it's low on battery, and we don't need it on in the first
Oh,
place.
actually, before we do this, did we get any testimony
Oh, yeah.
to start off?
Yeah, because there was
Yep.
the phone call, too.
I don't know if we have access to that yet,
Yeah.
but
Well, we will, I'm sure.
okay. So we just have to listen to this one.
Yes, I'm all right. I've calmed down now. Yes, I'd heard that the next target would be an athlete.
What?
But I never imagined Aiden would be
They
murdered.
announce like
Oh.
Just
who their
had the
next
security
victim
on his
is
home
going to
That
be.
would have been a
base
good thing to
after
mention
all.
to us.
He didn't want to do it, but I convinced him. Yes. The more famous you are, the more danger you're exposed to. On the day it happened, I was going to go over some arrangements with him. I called him about an hour before. He seemed to be perfectly normal then. When I parked in front of his house, it suddenly exploded. Huge flames just burst out of the windows. It was so sudden.
That seems pretty
I felt
intense
that there had
for
been a gas
the
leak
amount
or
of
something and that I had to rescue
charring
him.
that we see.
I managed to force the door open and I saw him on the floor. I frantically pulled him out by his legs, but by the time I got him out of the house, he wasn't breathing anymore.
Dr. Kimishima, did you review the testimony recording?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, about the manager. there's
that was
almost
some
no
good
chance
chiming
that
there,
she's
little
the
guy.
culprit.
How do you figure that?
We've done a complete background check on her, and her home has been searched thoroughly. Based on that, I'd say that we can trust her testimony.
Is that so? So, is the bomber a magician then?
Huh?
Yes,
According to the
definitely.
manager's testimony, the victim's security was perfect. How did this so-called revolutionary plant the bomb in his house, arm it, and time the explosion perfectly to kill the victim?
Good question. The only thing we can say about this bomber is that the victims were
Hence the name.
Bomber. So far, what do we know about the case? The perp is probably in Idaba. I'm referencing Persona 4 High Daisy comic.
Oh,
There's
okay.
basically there's an investigation going on, and the police are pretty inept, so it's kind of a similar deal where like it's like
Oh, so I take it that was the city that it was taking place in?
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, let's continue investigating then. It's my job to solve cases like this.
Yes,
We got a
I
card.
am aware of this.
Nope. Okay, now we can do it. Probably overconfident. Because let's be honest, if you want to get away with murder, being cocky and like taunting people is not the way to do it.
Yeah. Also, if he calls himself the revolutionary, didn't she say something about the security system being revolutionary? That's a word that you don't hear that commonly.
Yeah, it's not very common.
It's weird that in, I don't know, probably nothing, but maybe something. Fuck if I know.
Hello? Hey! You listening? It's the revolutionary.
He sounds like a
You guys
radio
must
announcer
be
or something.
Total idiots. I win again. 3 out of 3.
Crossed with, like,
So
an insane person.
ridiculous. Seriously, the police here are a joke. But still, now the big boys are listening, yeah. Stepping up to the plate. You know, who is it that's in the newspaper? The Corpse Whisperer? Yeah, that is one smoking hot tomato. She's definitely my type.
I like how they
Creep.
spelled tomato
She's paying
as
attention.
tomato
I'll
to
be
reflect
nice
how
and
he
give
pronounced
this
it.
my best shot, too. Ready? Okay. It'll be a white guy.
Okay, that narrows it down to only like half the country.
You'd better try your
Well, actually,
best.
25%.
She's supposed to be a real firecracker, right? I'm looking forward
The previous
to this.
testimony said that it was going to be an athlete.
He disgusts me.
Yeah, so an athlete and a white guy. So that narrows it down a little
Well,
bit.
no.
more.
How did she know that it was going to be an athlete if all he said is it's going to be a white guy?
His manager, I think. He advertised it somewhere that his next target was going to be an athlete
Okay.
beforehand.
This murder is just a game to him. Sick bastard.
Also, speaking of Persona 4, actually, the guy that voices the Revolutionary
Yeah.
plays Teddy in Persona 4, who's like the mascot character. And he's like, you know, supposed to be cute in that game.
Well, it's not like we're ones to talk.
Have you forgotten our promise, little guy?
Oh, right. I'm talking about the past. Sorry.
So, was the voice on the phone processed at all?
We've run a spectrographic analysis on the voice from the recording.
Didn't sound like it, actually.
It doesn't look like there's any audio manipulation being applied to the voice. Cocky bastard.
I see. So that's the revolutionary's real voice, is it?
So he's a male.
If that's true, then we can tell that he's...
I love how she says he's.
An
Well-
alien!
I mean, two of these, you know, he's not definitely not an old man, but you know,
Yeah.
female
He's also
and
probably
alien,
not an alien.
You don't know. Nobody knows.
The truth is out there.
That was a young man's voice. He also gave us an advance notice of the next bombing. He said that his next target would be...
A white male. So actually, no.
The nation of Japan?
So actually, the call that we got was his next target, not Aiden.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no, he said 3 for 3. Or was it?
So basically, after he killed,
Why don't we see the other two?
Athlete. So there were like 3 people beforehand, then Aiden, and then he's announcing his next target.
But in the recording, he said 3 for 3. He'd gotten away with 3.
I'm not sure.
So I'm pretty sure that was talking about
But-
the case we're investigating.
Actually, no. I think it is. So, oh well. We'll just go with this. You know, excellent reasoning. Well, yeah, because no,
Remembering what he said is excellent reasoning.
I do believe you're right. He hasn't sent
That's
out
right. A
his next
Caucasian male.
Yeah.
threat.
That's a little vague.
No kidding. We're doing what we can to narrow down possible
Although they're
targets.
treating it like he's targeting somebody else, so maybe not the guy that we.
Either we're really confused, or there's a plot hole somewhere.
Oh, good. We
One
don't
of the
want any
two.
more deaths from this maniac's hands.
At the very least, from their conversation, it sounds like that was his next target, not the one we're investigating, because he already died. So
Yeah.
I guess that's target 5.
I mean, to be
right?
fair,
Hey, little guy, I need something looked at.
whether that was his previous target or his next target, it was still a little vague, which is the big thing she said.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it is. It is very vague.
It's a piece
Yeah.
of steel pipe. You could find this anywhere. What do you need me to check?
So
It
it was a pipe
lodged
bomb.
in Aiden's corpse, probably propelled by the blast.
Yep.
I see. I'll perform a chromatographic
Yeah, I
scan
want to
on
know
that.
what it is.
Please do.
This.
That was
Have you
quick.
found anything out?
There's black powder on it. It was probably used as the propellant in the explosion.
I see. If that's the case, then that piece of metal is...
Part of the
Shrapnel.
bomb. Fired from a cannon. Part of an
Mislab-
old-timey rifle or a
Mislabeled pepper shaker.
I mean, pepper is kind of a black powder. I think one of my favorite parts about these cases
Yes.
is
It's most
the
likely
fake
part
answers.
of the bomb that killed the victim.
It's kind of like the parts with Roni in the
Black
diagnosis.
powder
Yeah.
in a steel pipe. We're one step closer to finding out how this bomb was made.
I'm pretty sure it was made by putting black powder in a steel pipe
Okay, so we got that. We
and
need,
lighting it.
We need this
What's this
investigated.
substance, little guy?
Give me a moment. I'd assume it's something that was carbonized by the blast. Huh. No, wait.
What's the matter?
Well, this isn't soot or a remnant of
Black
something
powder?
that had been burned.
Then what is it?
If I were to make a decision based on what I see
Oh,
here,
no.
it's carbon dust.
Carbon dust. Why would something like that be on the victim?
Must have like put his hand on something then that had it
Mm-hmm.
on it.
I thought you'd ask that, but, well, I don't have a clue.
Tell me why
Isn't
they
carbon
hired
dust
you
a
again?
part of black powder? I don't expect you to necessarily know for sure one way or the other, because I don't know for sure one way or the other.
I'm not sure.
I feel like it might be, in which case that might be
People don't
relevant.
just run into carbon dust in their daily lives.
It's definitely not like common though.
Yeah.
Using it as a component in a bomb is unusual too.
Oh yeah, because gunpowder isn't carbon based.
Honestly, I just don't
Well,
know.
I feel like at least it's a component
least,
in
like-
at least old-fashioned black powder.
At least pure carbon.
Yeah.
Well, let's just keep this fact in mind for later then.
Okay, so I don't know if we need to like give that to the little guy. Nah. So we already got this looked at.
Yeah.
How did the bomb get there? I don't think we have anything on that either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's the
let's-
next question mark person?
This one?
Yeah. And then what's the one below that?
Revolutionary's a young male. So none of these are really connected yet.
Okay. Can I read the text on the top one again really quickly?
This
the
one?
top question mark guy? Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's just
Threat
talking
said
about
that the next
target.
Do we have anything about the current victim so we can see if the game thinks those are connected or not? I don't think we really do.
No.
We don't have like current victim is a white male, the next victim is going to be a white male. Could they be connected?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Can I bother you, little guy? I
Oh,
wanna
that
know
was the
more
right
about
thing to
these
do.
wounds.
Sure.
Yeah, we're basically going to learn what we already just talked about
Yeah.
earlier on.
Bomb was
Looking at
close.
the angles, it seems that they're centered on the abdomen.
In an explosion, the shockwave travels in a sphere from the
Yes.
point of origin.
Yep, that is true.
Of course, parts of the bomb and the surrounding materials are caught up in the shockwave. The
Things
wounds on
move
the bomb
away from
indicate
explosion.
this radial pattern.
End of discussion.
If the
Yep.
bomb did in fact cause these wounds, the bomb must have been...
Within a meter
An extremely long distance.
distance. In which case, he would not have died.
Also, I feel like over 5 meters is automatically
Yes.
out because
It would have been very
or well,
close,
no.
within a meter.
Over
of the
2 meters is automatically out because over 5 meters exists. Because if it was over 5 meters, then it would also be over 2 meters.
Yeah, probably.
In other words,
One of
the
them was
bomb
wrong.
was right in front of the victim when it went off.
Yikes. I'd never want that to happen to me.
I think most people would agree with that.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't think there's anything more that we can do right now. We just have to back
Can
out.
you combine the bomb fragment with the it was close by any chance? Nope.
Yeah, not really.
Seems like it should be able to, but game says no.
Dr. Kimishima, another corpse has arrived.
Is it a white
Another
guy?
one? What are you talking about?
Probably a white guy.
The newest victim.
Yeah.
Was another bombing.
See,
The
what I don't
raging
get is
bomber
why we're
again?
not looking at the other victims.
Yes, apparently.
Oh yeah, like their corpses to,
Yeah.
to find
Autopsy
evidence.
room.
Yeah, it's just like you're only allowed to look at evidence past this point in
Please
time.
investigate it when you have time.
All right, I'll look at it right away.
Okay.
I
So
wonder
to
what
the
we're
evidence
supposed
room.
to do.
I don't know. Maybe go to the evidence room or something. Who knows?
Fourth one. How many more will there be by the time this is all over?
Oh, we get low quality audio again.
Oh, here, play the guessing game.
Oh, actually, we don't get to this time because there's actually nothing.
I can't hear anything. So he died before he was able to say anything about his death.
So he was caught by surprise.
Yep. Deceased voice. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, and by the way, just so you can't unnotice it, they're both opening
I noticed that earlier.
Parentheses. Quotes.
So I like
quotes.
how they have the silhouette and it's just labeled dead.
I don't know if there's anything that we can learn from this. It's basically the same as the last one. It's like, oh, look, there was an explosion on his front side.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the corpse. So
Same
that
pattern.
looks same pattern. Well, it's also close again too.
Lacerations and burns
Yeah,
caused
well, that's
by
why I
the
said same
explosion.
pattern.
Yeah.
These
That's what I
wounds look
meant.
very similar to the ones found on Aiden's.
And now you've heard it a third time because the game said it.
This requires further investigation.
Which we'll go back and do once we found everything. Oh, okay, so we
There seems to be less on this one. Oh,
same
powder.
Same powder.
There's something on the fingertip. I've seen this somewhere before.
Are we about to have
Now,
a
where
pop
was
quiz?
Yes.
Yeah.
on a little finger.
Yeah, in exactly the same place.
that?
Yep.
Yes. I noticed this on the
Well, it was
This
on
game has
it
a
was on-
very
Posner as well.
wide definition of reasoning.
There's something a little different.
It
about
it was
this
on
one.
a different hand though. It was on Aiden's right hand and it's on this guy's left.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
The physical location. Haha!
The
chemical
flavor.
makeup.
This one's grape.
Yeah, this one's great. The other one was orange.
Yes. Aiden had it on a different part of his hand.
No, it was on the same part of his hand. It was on a different hand.
The substance on Aiden's hand was
It's on his right little finger. But they have to be specific, you know.
Yeah.
Painfully specific.
Yeah.
That's right. It was on the little finger of his right hand. I should have these compared to see if they're the same substance.
They probably are.
Oh, okay, so we're done with this corpse.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, we've found some information about the victim.
Like his name?
I'm listening.
That would be good.
The victim is Stephen Eldred. He's 20 years old and is a student at a local college.
Eldritch
And a
just makes me
Caucasian
think
male, as in the bomb was
Eldritch,
worn.
as in Eldritch Abomination.
Yeah.
Yes, but we still don't know if this is the revolutionaries doing or not.
I mean, it
Well, they
probably is, but it might
it
be a
pro-
copycat.
It probably is, but we haven't had a confirmation from a revolutionary about it, so.
Yeah.
Well, finding out shouldn't make us any
This is one of those
It's another
cases where
life
I would
lost.
assume it was until proven that it's not.
Oh, because they haven't claimed this one yet.
Yeah.
Right, right. This might sound a little morbid, but we got lucky with this explosion. It didn't cause any fires or structural damage, so the crime scene is more or less intact.
Well, that's good.
This gives us a better opportunity to find out who did it, no matter who it was.
Huh, that's true. The more information we can get, the better. Investigating the crime scene and the corpse may help us progress in the investigation.
Right. I've sent all the information we have right now to your computer. I'll have HQ get us a recording of the original bomb threat, too.
Please do. I'm going to continue
Yeah,
investigating.
it says a recording of the original bomb threat, which to me implies that we didn't see the bomb threat for this person. We saw it for the last one. Which still makes me
No,
question-
it was definitely the threat for this guy, though.
But
Because
he just-
remember, for Aiden, he said it was an athlete. That was the hint. And then this
well,
guy,
that's
the
what
hint
the
was
girl
just...
said the hint was, but we don't have the recording.
No, we do not have that recording.
I'm getting really confused because they're not very specific about what's referring to what.
So the athlete threat refers to Aiden, and the Caucasian male refers to the guy that we
But
just
then why
found.
did the game just talk about how we got the threat for this bombing?
Because we
listen
did. I don't know why we didn't get the threat for like Aiden's bombing. Just because
But then which
it
one
already
was-
happened. I don't know. Okay. Okay. So think
I feel
we're in a good.
shenanigans happened in the translation department.
I think we're actually in a good place to
Oh yeah.
end this episode.
Yeah,
So.
it is about time to end the episode.
So thank you for watching this episode of Let's Play Trauma Team. I've been redxparasite.
I've been Air327, and maybe by next episode we'll figure out what the fuck is going on with these recordings.